weightlifters, this is just a kind of a general basic primer on some things to prepare for when going to a competition. But really, I'm kind of focusing on bringing stuff for a national competition. So considering you might be going on a flight, having to register online in time to meet the criteria for the competition and qualifying and all that, and some general housekeeping things you want to think about as you go, because there's a lot of little things that I've made every single error in the book probably over the years, for getting shoes, you name it, USA lifting card, so all those kind of things we kind of want to go through quickly here to discuss to make sure you're prepared and ready. So first, of course, you want to make sure you know when your qualifying deadline is for the competition. So let's say you're trying to go to the American Open, and so you got to know when your qualifying deadline is. You got to become a USA Lifting member. You become a member online there, and usually you can just do it the day of the competition and register online and get your USA Lifting number, and you're registered with USA Weightlifting. And you have to qualify at a sanctioned USA Lifting event within the proper time frame. So once you do that, then you will send in your paperwork and register online, and you're good to go, and you're registered for the competition. From there, you need to look into, as soon as possible, depending on when you registered, the time frame from when the competition is to when you registered, to look at the meet hotel specifics. So online with USA Weightlifting, they'll have let's say it's for the American Open again, because this one's coming up. This will be relevant for some people now. But it'll have meet hotels. You'll go to the American Open page, and it'll have different links there. And you can go to meet hotels, the flights, and everything that they recommend. And first, I should say that any information they have, their PDF or paper, go ahead and print that out, because you're going to want that for quick resources as you are on your flight, at the competition, at your hotel, and you want to know times and things like that of that nature in various details throughout the weekend, so you have that for quick reference. So just go ahead and print that up and staple it and take it with you, carry it on with you as you go. Or if you got a smartphone, of course you can access it there, but you can't always guarantee that that's going to work for you. So you've got your paperwork there. On that though, you want to find a hotel that's as close as possible to the competition site, because you don't want to be spending a lot of time having to travel, and you never know how time goes, and if a flight was changed or a session time was changed, you are prepared for that. So anyway, save money on gas and save renting a car and things of that nature. But the sooner you're registered and the sooner you get your hotel, the more likely you will get a spot at the hotel. The longer you wait, the more likely you are not to get that hotel, because they are going to fill it fast, because there's going to be hundreds of competitors going there. And usually there's a discount for that hotel. From there, they usually recommend an airport, but make sure, yes, I've even flown to the wrong airport before, believe it or not, but you need to make sure you have the best airport that flies into near your hotel. And a lot of times nowadays they're choosing meet locations that are very close to the hotel, and I've even been to somewhere the hotel is connected to the meet location in the hotel, which is very nice. But you can't expect that. So the next thing to consider is things to pack for the trip, and how to carry them with you, and what to have for the days of the competition and weigh-ins and things like that. So of course you want to pack all the obvious stuff, all your bathroom type stuff, your clothes and change of clothes and all that. But for the competition and just your training bag, you want to carry a separate carry-on bag just in case your luggage gets lost. So you want to bring your weightlifting shoes, maybe a change of shoes, flip-flops, tennis shoes, whatever. Weightlifting straps I would use in case you blow a callus, or if you have to train the days before meets to save your hands if you need to. A file to file your hands down to make sure you don't blow a callus the day of the meet. Any chalk you might need, because you can't guarantee that there's going to be chalk laid out for, say, training the day of the competition, or that you can get to some right away at the competition. So you can never guarantee anything, so always be prepared. You want to bring athletic tape, of course. Any sort of maybe tough skin or glue you might need in case you blow a callus, scissors in order to cut, say, a torn callus or something like that, to cut tape, whatever the case might be there. USA Weightlifting even recommends that you bring extra shoelaces in case you break a shoelace. Believe it or not, that would be a problem. If you're tying your shoelace and all of a sudden it breaks, where are you going to get one right away? You might be able to take it from your tennis shoe or something in the heat of the moment, but you got to consider everything that can go wrong will go wrong. So consider Murphy's Law in this process. Everything that can go wrong will likely go wrong, so prepare yourself for it. So you brought your shoes with you, you brought your singlet, your warm-up outfit, or whatever you want to wear to warm up as you get ready, whatever music you want to listen to, and then, so you got all your basic weightlifting staples there. Make sure you pack that up and carry that on with you, like I said, so you don't lose that. In worst case, if they lose your baggage, that way you can still compete at least. and because you brought that on with you. The next consideration are snacks and foods and things like that. It's not always easy once you're in that new city to find the types of snacks or sports drinks or whatever you want in that city. There's not always a gas station that you're used to going to find, and sometimes in the grind and the hustle and bustle trying to get there, you can't get to it like you thought you would. So I would pack that or get that ahead of time, or perhaps even at the airport as you go, so you don't have to stress and rush around once you're at the competition. You can just think about your performance and be low stress there and get yourself ready mentally to compete the best you can. So prepare whatever fluids. I usually bring plenty of water / Gatorade / whatever sports drink I want to bring with me, and I bring plenty so I don't run out to get through the entire competition. I bring whatever foods I want for pre and post weigh-in, so if you have to make weight or not, you might have a certain specific nutritional strategy for that. You want to make sure you pack that with you so it's there after your weigh-ins. And after your weigh-ins, of course, you have 2 hours till you compete, so you want to make sure your time is worked out there to where you don't have to go find a restaurant all of a sudden after you go eat. That's crazy, and you're putting yourself up at risk and chance there to not find a restaurant, or you end up getting sick because you eat something too much or something wrong before the competition. So make sure you've got that worked out, and you've got something reliable and something ritualistic that you can eat, that you eat normally before training, that you know digests and sits well, and that's not going to give you any variables for the actual competition. So you've got your snack food, your actual foods, any drinks and beverages you might need, gum, whatever the case you might be, whatever you need nutritionally speaking, make sure that's packed and ready to go there. So when looking at the hotel though, back to that, if you have to make weight, one thing you need to really consider is that does this hotel have a sauna? And that should be your last ditch sort of scenario to make weight. So in case you got to shed some pounds there, you want to make sure that you talk to the sauna manager that they have a sauna and that it's actually working. So yes, I've gone to places where the sauna just happened to be broken that weekend, and you just had to cut some last few pounds or ounces, and you're left in a bad situation because you maybe don't have a rental car, the cab drives too far, and you can't find an active sauna, and you don't have much time. So you don't want to be messing around with that if you don't have to. So find a place that's got a sauna and they know it's working, and you can get there, and maybe you have a backup plan from there, because a lot of times there's going to be a lot of people trying to use it. Another backup plan I'll mention here briefly, I'm going to talk about in another video, but for making weight basically, but is the shower method. So if you don't get to sauna, you can basically use the hot shower method, where it's not as, some people love it, some people hate it, but it's not as controllable specifically as, say, the sauna, because you can't always get the heat as high in this, and you don't. Depends on your shower curtain and how big the bathroom is, but if you have a small bathroom that doesn't release heat through the bottom of the door very well, you can hotbox that bathroom where you close up the doors, maybe put towels in the crease of the doors to block out any air release. But then you're going to fill up that shower as hot as you can tolerate, and you're going to run the shower and run the tub and plug the tub up, close the shower curtain and get in there, and you're going to fill that water up and make sure it gets really hot and steamy in that bathroom. Then you're going to submerge yourself up to about head level, or as much as you can tolerate under that water. And so that would be your secondary sauna, and you can, we'll talk about sauna methods later, but you might spend your 10 plus minutes in there sitting in the sauna, then checking your weight, or in the hot tub, hot shower and checking your weight. And then sometimes it's been so unbearable for me at times that I'd have to get in and out, and then perhaps just sit up to about chest level so I could breathe a little bit better. And that was just a way to get through that experience. And then I had a scale right there that I could check my weight and go back and forth. So that's your last ditch emergency, perhaps weight cut there. Some people I know will get into a car and turn the heater on and things like that. That can also work. So you've got you've got your registration in, you've got your paperwork, you've got all your things packed, you brought in your equipment needs for the competition, your singlet, your shoes, your straps, your tape, your file, all that type of stuff, whatever t-shirt and say warm-up clothes you want to wear. You've got the proper hotel with the sauna, you've got your foods and your snacks all packed and ready to go for the competition. So next, and then whatever music or whatever you need to do to calm your mind. Some people like to watch movies the night before a competition, so they're not over-stressing about their performance in competition. So whatever little thing you might need like that, a book or something like that to help put your mind at ease before the competition. So those are the basic things to consider before you get ready for that competition. If you have anything else that you can add to the conversation here, please add so in the comments. So good luck, and hope it turns out well for you.